Okay. Alright, we are back. We are in... What just happened? Okay. We are in the Gabomba statue. We just got Piers. I don't know why my start menu came up with that last time. Seemed out of place. Oh man. Can I rearrange my Jin? I don't even know yet. Or did I last time and it didn't work? I don't remember. I do have a lot of stuff. Let's just go like that. So, I don't know, have I even looked at Piers' equipment yet? I should stop saying so. Let's see. Oh, wow. Is he better off with it on? I guess for now he is. I sure hope I'm not missing any Jin. I don't think I am. But yeah. We are inside the Gabomba statue. We're trying to get Piers' black orb back, which he needs to operate his ship. That was a tell. So these gears push me forward as soon as I get up here. And that's just the game's way of telling me, hey, these gears are going to do that to you later in level, whether you like it or not. I don't know if I can take him out with just 2 hits. Oh, definitely not. Ooh, curse. That's like a death sentence kind of thing. Each turn, a flame will go out. If they all go out, I die. But in a regular battle, like no regular battle is gonna last 5 turns. That curse would suggest. Let's see. Paralyze him with Blitz. Let's go ahead and drop his resistance. Oh, he's gonna drain my synergy. Ah, he's resistant to wind, weak to fire. But he might be dead next round, I'm guessing. Fuck. Ah, I only have one fire type Jin. Let's go ahead and heal while we're at it. I'm gonna go ahead and watch this Megara summon because we haven't watched it yet this game. That one's pretty cool. Chill, and he's down. Alright, level up. And I got... That's what usually get from Mimic Chests is a good item. I think I'll give it to Jenna. I'm just going to accept that Shiba's going to be weak the whole game. And I'm going to try giving a buff to Jenna. Oh, I didn't reset my Jin yet. Oh well. This is good enough. So, I guess the dungeon design here is that, like, because I'm inside a statue, they're going to try to make it more boxy feeling. At least for this room, that's what it looks like. Oh, wait. That Storm Brand I can give to him to increase his attack by just a few points. So yeah, it's definitely got a box shape, this room. Usually that's pretty bad game design. Like, if you ever play, like, or if you ever get into RPG Maker games, at least for me, when I first tried making maps in RPG Maker, you know, it was very tempting to just draw out a box and then fill it in with stuff. And usually that results in, like, something like a maze room. And that's really not great. I mean, you could probably do that once in your game, but not every dungeon like I did as a kid trying to run RPG Maker. For the most part, if you're going to make a dungeon design, you want to make it more natural looking. This dungeon here is an exception where it's supposed to be like a man-made thing. It's like a building almost, being a giant statue. So it's going to have that sort of unnatural, square, organized design to it. Where in a more natural dungeon design would be more curvy and like free-flowing. It's not like structured per se, because if it looks structured, then it's gonna feel video gamey. Like it's not gonna feel like a real place. But again, this is like an exception, except for the fact that they have all these random gears out here that are like attached to nothing and seemingly doing nothing. That is that's like a way of making it look more, or I guess rather less structured. And it does do that. The dungeon definitely feels less structured with having random gears. But there's no reason for there to be random gears just spinning in the middle of nowhere that do nothing. So I guess that's kind of a fault, but I don't know what else you would do. You would have to have something to create like paths in the dungeon. And throwing gears up and having to walk around them, that is definitely something interesting to look at rather than just plain old walls. But yeah, honestly, that is a random mouse hopping across stuff. He's showing us the way. I guess I could do this first. But yeah, oh wait, I just used those to jump across. Wow, I am eating my words. They're not just randomly placed there as obstacles. I actually jumped across them. Well, it's jumping across them, to take my point back, jumping across them is not the intended purpose of the gears being there. When, you know, in-game universe, the people built the statue. Like, they didn't just build these wheels to jump across them. So what was the purpose of putting them here? I don't know. So that's just a very video gamey thing to be asking, I guess. Or rather, not to ask. I don't know. Ah. There's a worthless elixir. Another item that gets rid of stats effects. The types of stats effects that are released after battle. And I do prefer it that stats effects are released after battle, just because otherwise you're stuck with a bunch of stats effects that you have to just, at the end of every battle, you gotta stop and cure yourself, because you're gonna have the cure spell, you know? They can't just stick you with a stats effect that you can't cure, right? Ooh. I did not take out any of them. There we go. That is a heavy hitting attack. I think it's an attack that automatically reduces your HP to 1. Or it has a chance. It's like, it has a chance of either just doing a good amount of damage, or it could reduce your HP to 1. Yeah. That's the kind of move it is. I wonder if that would at all be an interesting way to do battles? Make it more about calculations? I'm thinking no. Like, if you had a bunch of spells that are like, this will reduce HP by half, this will restore your HP by half, and then like, I don't know, a quarter, percentage type stuff. Like, Final Fantasy has some moves like that, like the demi spells. They're usually like a percentage of health is taken away from the enemy. And I think the intention of that is to use that on an enemy with maybe a lot of HP or defense. So doing normal attacks, like, as a whole does very little of the whole monster's HP. And I think the intention is that if you do it by a percentage, it'll do more. And that does work, actually. In Kingdom Hearts, there's those fat guy enemies that have a lot of HP, and if you use demi skills on them, it does significantly do more damage. But it's not like a quarter or a half. It's just like, you use this spell on this guy, and specifically, it'll do a lot of damage. Like, it won't do that much damage, even percent-wise, to other enemies with less HP. So it almost becomes more like a type advantage thing, like using the enemy's weakness element or something. So in that case, it's not really a calculation thing, it's just an element weakness thing. Which is in just about every JRPG, you know? Oh, I guess they're all healed. So I don't know if there's a good way to implement percentage-based damaging attacks. In the opposite direction, the Tales series has a lot of percentage-based healing moves. Or rather, items. They've got these gel items that are used for healing, and for the most part, it's always like a percentage thing, like a 30% heal or 60% heal. That's where that series is. I think percentage healing is good because it makes it so that as you level up throughout the game and become stronger, those healing items are just as useful at the beginning of the game as they are at the end of the game because they're percentage based. Where in Final Fantasy, they have potion, high potion, X potion. The regular potion and high potion usually get outdated pretty quickly. And like X potion just heals you completely. High potion will heal like, I don't know, like 200 or 500 depending on the game. And then X potion does everything. I guess it's kind of a similar thing with Pokemon. Nah, Pokemon's pretty good actually because they've got the regular potion does get old really fast, and then super potions kind of get old as well, but they are pretty good for most of the game. And then you get hyper potions, which are really good. They heal like 200 HP, and in Pokemon that's a lot of HP. Where they do have a higher one, I guess it's just called Max Potion. And the Max Potion heals you, completely, but a Hyper Potion, that'll cover you for like most of the game. Like there's very few instances where a Hyper Potion won't just heal you all full. Now let's see, where was I going? Oh wait, I can go back to that place with the ladder now. I'm kind of like spaced out on what I'm doing in the game and just going by muscle memory almost. I guess this is a good dungeon in the sense that the theme is unique. Like there's not a whole lot of mechanical based dungeons in Golden Sun. So it has that going for it. But I don't know, the music's kinda repetitive and boring, I think. It's mostly, I guess because it's mostly drums, it's not like, it doesn't have like a melody except for the beat. Okay, I guess I'll read like I have been. Everybody look over here. So we're gonna realize we're inside the Gabomba statue. Let us now present our jewel to the great Gabomba. Using lift synergy. Oh, great Gabomba, please accept this, our humble gift. Please, great Gabomba, accept this jewel. Look, the great Gabomba has noticed the light of the jewel. And now we're going to see what's really going on. The statue operates by sending these signals out, but the circuit is incomplete. So it just doesn't work. You are still not pleased? So I guess this is sort of exposing it to us that the statue doesn't have powers, but it's just mechanical. Like their prayers and dances aren't going to do anything to change this. No, this time he seemed almost like he might. We must continue. Drums, more drums. But I think later there's maybe something to go against that thought of it not being spiritual at all. So we'll get to that. Ah, so that's how it works. He's been failing because the conduit that channels his synergy is broken. Should we reconnect the conduit so they can complete the ceremony? I mean, yes. Appears to me. What? I won't help him, Felix. They're the ones who stole my orb from the Madrons. Piers, I understand that you're angry at them, but it really is in our best interest to help. Think about it, Piers. Akafubu sold the orb solely to perform this ceremony. So, what do you think he intends to do with the orb? He means to give it to the great Gabomba. Oh, so if the ceremony succeeds, the orb will be taken into the statue. And we're inside the statue. If the ceremony succeeds, we can go find the orb. I don't want to help that Akafubu, but I don't like the idea of helping him any more than you do. But if we can do this without a fight... You're right, Shiba. Let's see if we can't help him finish this little ceremony. It looks like the energy charge is supposed to run over these blocks. If we can just move these around a little, that might be enough to complete the circuit. Ah, there we go. These panels have arrows on them. What do you think it all means? Look at the directions they point. I'll bet these will rotate the blocks. But how do we get the blocks back in place? Just pound them in. Won't that do the trick? We must watch the path his synergy takes and move the blocks accordingly. Oh, the magic, the power of the witch doctor fills my body. At the count of 20, I shall present our jewel to the great Gabomba. Make your hearts as one and dance for the great Gabomba. Really? The count of 20? I wonder if that's, for real. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? So this room actually has multiple configurations. I mean, it might just be 2 different configurations, but there is at least more than one. I not only have to get the lights to connect in the middle, but I also have to get them to do it at the same time. But looking at this, I don't know if I have a whole lot of options, for, like, paths. There might only be one way to complete this circuit because of this thing here. But yeah, this room does have multiple variations. I'm ready for them to complete. Let's see. So this is going to go this way, then up here, and then down. Hopefully this will be timed the same way, going around like that. But I don't see any other way to connect it, because this one has to be facing this way, because this path is already blocked. So this one can't go that way because it'll hit this, so it can only go this way, which means, I mean, I can't just send this one down. Oh, great Gabomba, please accept this, our humble gift. I'm pretty sure this has to be the solution. It's like the only solution. Yeah, there we go. But in another room setup, there can be multiple solutions, but only one of them actually works because you have to time them to reach the center at the same time. Look, the great Gabomba has responded to our gift. And I feel like this is one of the only puzzles that has multiple setups. That would be pretty impressive if the game had like a bunch of puzzles that are arranged differently when you start, so, you know, replaying the game, you don't automatically know the solution, and replaying it multiple times actually could let you see all the puzzles. That would be interesting as a replay bonus. Not necessarily an incentive, but a bonus for replaying the game. Did you see it, people? At last, the great Gabomba accepts me. I shall answer his call. I shall enter the great Gabomba. Wait for me, my people. The black orb, where is it? I saw it roll in there. It came in through there and rolled along this groove in the floor. So now we're flashbacking? It's not very clear because it fades to that color and then they just turn around as if they're flashbacking. Because Jenna had just said like she saw it go in there already. So what? We just... Oh my gosh, am I maxing out my microphone? Okay, so yeah, I was just saying that they like flashbacked for the orb to go in, and that was, I don't know, that was weird. I don't know why they did that. Let me turn down the game music just in case, because I'm just adjusting the audio levels on the fly here. It vanished into that hole. It looks pretty deep. Can you see it? Do you think you can reach it? No, I can't even see it. It's no use. Now I'll never see Lemuria again. I am lost forever from my homeland. Wow, is Piers kind of a drama queen? I never really thought about it that way, but he's like giving up hope really easily. Wait, hold on. I can see light on the other side of this hole. A light? There must be a room on the other side of the statue. Who are you? What are you doing here? Are you Kibombo? No. Then what are you doing inside the great Gabomba? We've come here to reclaim the black orb you stole. Do you really believe I would permit you to take it? Hey, watch it. You wouldn't even be in here if it weren't for us. What is that supposed to mean? Why should I believe you? I am Akafubu, the chosen witch doctor of Kibombo. And Jenna's just going to take him and explain to him, hey, yeah, we know. We saw your magic energy flowing past us. See how this channel runs along the floor? Here, look. It runs all the way over there. But this thing, the circuit, was broken right there. So we completed the circuit so that your magic energy could go where it needed to go. But if you truly did this, then why? Why did you help me? We were sort of hoping that we could take the orb if your ceremony succeeded. Ah, so you have taken the orb? Then be gone. You have no further business here. Oh man, did I just peek that audio again? But we didn't get the orb. It rolled through this groove and right through this hole. We saw a light through there, so we suspect there must be another room behind the wall. So Jen was just explaining to him that, I don't know, I mean, I guess there's synergy that he puts into the statue to get it to activate. And somehow they think their drums and chanting is going to make it better. I might be able to retrieve the orb. Do you think Akafubu will really return the orb to us? Let's doubt. I think Jenna is right. It sounds like he's going to return what he has stolen. Oh, I was wrong to doubt? I thought Akafubu was an evil man, but I guess we were wrong. You never can tell, Shiba. We have little choice but to trust that he will return it. Come on. Let's go, Felix. We'll just walk up here. Go down this elevator that somehow came up after Akafubu took it. And move forward. Oh, go past these doors that were seemingly opened by him. I have followed Oea's instructions and re-entered the final chamber. He told me that if I reached this chamber, I would become Kibombo's witch doctor. But what must I do here to become a witch doctor? I do not know. There's the orb. Okay, here we go. Here's evidence of this being more than just a man-made statue.
Oh, young witch doctor. You have succeeded in your task. You have found this chamber.
Who speaks? It sounded like it was the statue of the great Gabomba. That's ridiculous.
Well, Akafubu, your magic has grown strong. At last you are worthy of the title Witch Doctor. I give you the feathers and the gown that are the badges of your office.
Ooh. So clearly there's something supernatural going here.
Akafubu, from this day forward, you shall be Kibombo's witch doctor.
I've done it. I finally earned the right to be a witch doctor. At last. Yes.
And there is one thing that remains for me to give you. Akafubu, you hasty fool. I had something else to give you, and in your haste you left too soon. Say, you there. Yes, you looking around there. I have magic for Akafubu, magic that he will soon need, but he is not ready for it. As a result, I have decided that I shall not pass this magic on to anyone just yet. Tell this to Akafubu. If he desires this new magic, then he must earn it himself. If Akafubu does not refine his magical arts, then he will never earn this new power. This power shall not be realized until he ceases living only for himself, and instead lives his life to benefit others. Tell him so.
I don't suppose you could just give that magic to us?
What do you mean?
I'm just asking if maybe we could earn that magic before Akafubu.
The power can be claimed by another, but only if Akafubu lacks the will to earn it himself.
Aha, so we can get it.
Perhaps if he must compete for his power, he will focus and take his office seriously. But before you do this thing, you must convey to Akafubu that all that I have told you.
Oh, of course, we wouldn't dream of cheating him. We will tell him all that you have told us.
Follow that path, and you will find a cavern. But now I shall sleep, until the time comes when I must anoint a new witch doctor.
Felix, go grab Pierce's precious orb. Felix, do you have any idea exactly what this great Gabomba really is? Nope. You do not understand either? Then I do not feel quite so foolish. But doesn't this witch doctor magic seem not unlike some kind of synergy? What, like sentient synergy? That doesn't make any sense. Wouldn't it be quite fortunate if we were to get our hands on that power ourselves? Oh, well, if that's what he's talking about, then yeah, it's probably synergy, because we saw Akafubu using synergy, lift. So yeah, this magic that the statue's going to give him is probably some other kind of synergy. That's reasonable to think. I mean, I guess, I don't know, if it's a healing thing, if he's a witch doctor to heal stuff. Oh, you didn't need that much, you didn't need much convincing at all, did you, Felix? I needn't remind you, but we're going to need every kind of synergy we can muster to complete this quest. Either way, Felix, we are at the very least obligated to deliver the Gabomba's message. We must fulfill our promise to the Gabomba. Then maybe we can come back inside this Gabomba statue some other time to get it. Also, I know what synergy we need to go through the dungeon. We can't just go through it right now. We need some other synergy to actually get through the dungeon. Felix carried the message to the Gabomba to Akafubu. By the time Felix finished his story, dawn had broken. Oh right, because it was nighttime when we went in. That makes sense. Right, well, I guess that's that. You are virtuous men coming here to deliver this message. My son and I thank you. What do we have to be thankful for? If they had just stopped me from leaving the Great Gabomba, this wouldn't have happened. What? If you had been more interested in your duty, you would not have left so quickly. But father, these people are trying to steal the magic of our people. It should be mine. Mine, I tell you, that power belongs to me. I'm going to be the one to get the Great Gabomba's magic, you'll see. My son, you have much to learn. He may look like a man, but before me he acts like a child. See how he behaves when he gets excited? No matter what I say, he won't listen to me right now. I think that he has had enough for today. I see your point. Well, I suppose we should be leaving then. After all, our journey has only just begun. We cannot remain idle much longer. Okay, item shop. Let's see what you got. Regular swords. Wow, it's better than what Piers has. You got any other artifacts? Anything I haven't seen already? I actually don't know if I've seen any of these before. Oh. Wow. 20 or 30. I guess she needs a new weapon. There we go. Pirate sword, pretty sure that's useless to everyone now. Whoops. What's this? Oh, I already had that. Blow mace? That? No, it's not new. Alright, let's go ahead and sell some stuff. Weasel's Claw. Bomb, nuts, elixir, sleep bomb. We can sell this, even though the laughing fungus, it really doesn't do anything. I don't know if that counts as artifact. Will I be able to buy that back sometime?
If not, then it really is, you know, like a worthless item. But, let's see here. Elixir, okay. Now I'm ready to look at armor. There's not going to be any, like, artifact armor here, so just check out the regular stuff. Huh. Looks pretty on par with what I've got. I'll give it to her. Yeah, so I think a good shop design actually kind of needs to have a lot of these artifact items floating around, because there needs to be a choice of do I go for straight defense, or do I use this piece of equipment that has this extra benefit of like recovering my synergy, you know, stuff like that. And then can I get any artifacts here? Oh, they don't have any artifacts. Okay. What about in this jar? Oh, nothing. But I guess there should be like a limited quantity of one of them. If you have a shop that like, you can buy this equipment with more agility or this equipment with more defense. Like, I guess that works, sort of, but I also think I like the artifact angle, because it's like, well, maybe I don't. Let me think. Because this has the extra benefit of increasing my max synergy points. And because it's limited in nature, I feel more inclined to use it. Maybe that's just a me thing, I don't know. But I think it would be better if I don't know, if having the option to choose defense or max synergy for everybody, then I feel like I would pick one and make it for everyone. Oh wow, I just realized we've been playing for 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and save. We did just do the whole Gabomba statue, so there's not much else we did, but we will pick this up in a couple days.